Good morning, students. Today we will learn our next topic, that is vector clock. In the last class, we have learned about Lamport's logical clock and their limitations. Now, today we will learn how to overcome these limitations. To overcome these limitations, we learn the vector clock. So it allowed to compare the timestamp of the events to determine whether they are causally related or not. What is the thing is that? So we will learn this with the help of an example. Suppose this example I am taking, there are three processes are there, P1, P2 and P3. Okay. Now there are multiple events are executing in each process. See that E11, E12 and E13, these events are executing in P1, and E21, E22, 23, 24, these are executing in P2, and the rest is executing in P3. Now, in the Lamport's logical clock, we learned that we have to find the logical clock of each event. Here also we are finding the logical clock of each event, but there are a small difference. What? In the Lamport's logical clock, we are taking one coordinate for each event. Here I am taking multiple coordinates. How many coordinates we will take for each event? That will be equals to the number of processes. Now here are how many processes are there? 3 processes are there. So 3 coordinates are taking for each event. Okay. So the number of processes equals to the number of coordinates of each event. Clear? So first, let's start with the process P1. So the event is E11. So for the event E11, by default, we will start by 1. Okay. How we are taking that coordinate? First, we just learn how we are taking this coordinate. So how many coordinates we will take here? 3 coordinates, because there are P1, P2, P3. 3 processes are there. So we will take 3 coordinates. So hypothetically, suppose for each events, we are taking P1, P2 and P3, means P1, P2, P3. In such way, we are taking this coordinates, means logical clock of the P1, logical clock of the P2 and clock values for the P3. So 3 values will be there. First one is for the P1, second one is for the P2 and third one is for the P3. Hypothetically, we are just thinking in such way we are taking the coordinates for the event, right? So for the E11, there are no incoming messages. So by default, we will start by 1. We have already learned by default, we will start in 1. In the Lamport's logical clock also, we have started by 1. And the by default value of D also is 1. Okay. So what will be the value of the coordinates of E11? See, 1, 0, 0. Because the value of P2 and P3 is 0, because there are no incoming messages. These values will be changed when the incoming messages it will received. Okay. Next we come to the E21. Okay, before E21 we can come to the E12. See that there are also no incoming messages but outgoing messages there. So for the E12, what is the value of coordinates? So there are no incoming message. So P2 and P3 is 0. But for the value of P1 will be get changed, because as per the previous rule, E11 happened before E12. So whenever we are finding the value of E12, value of P1, that will be 1 plus D, and by default the value of D is 1. So 1 plus 1, that is 2. Fine. Next is that for E21. Let's start E21. For the E21, which value we will get? There are no incoming messages from the P1 and P3. So for the P1 and P3, the value is 0. But what is the value of P2? The value of P2 is 1. Okay. Next, we find the value of E31. What will be the value? 001, because there are no incoming message. So we are just changing the value of the P3 because we are starting here. Fine. Next, what will be the value of E32? That is 002, because 1 plus 1, that is 2. Now come to the E22. See, if there are no incoming message, then what will be the value of E22? See that there are no incoming message. So the value will be 0 to 0 because no incoming message. So no records has been found for the P1 and P3, but the record of the value of the P2 will be get changed by plus D. The D is 1. So this one will be get changed to 1, that is 0 to 0. See, for the E22, okay, E22, 0 to 0, if there are no incoming message, okay. Now there are some incoming messages coming. If there are no incoming message, how we get the 022, 020? We get it. Again, I'm telling how we are getting this, because E21 is happened before E22, right? So if incoming, if it is not there, if it is not there, fine. So this is happened before E22. Now no incoming message. So what will be the value? 0 to 0, because it has no record of the P1 and P3 because no incoming messages have been coming. So 0 to 0 will be by default. Fine. But here incoming messages is coming. So what values has been come from the E12 to E22? That is 200. Okay. That is 200. Now we have to find out the max of each coordinate. Okay. So what is the maximum of each coordinate? See, for the P1, which one is the maximum? For the first coordinate, 2. For the next coordinate, 2. And the last coordinate, that is 0, that is 0. So the value will be 220. So I have written here 220. We have to find the maximum of the each coordinate. Okay. Next, come to the value of E23. Just try yourself. Okay. I am telling here, just pause the video and try yourself first. Okay. Listen. That also incoming, this is also incoming message from E31. So what message it is getting? 001. That I am writing here, 001. If the incoming messages is not there, so what will be the value? See, this is for the P2. So which value will get changed? The value of P2 will get changed by plus 1 plus D, because E22 happened before E23. So the value will be 230. Okay. So the maximum of each coordinate, which one is the maximum? For the first one, 2. For the next one, 3. And for the last one, 1. So what will be the value? 231. I hope all you can do this. Okay. Okay. Next, start with E24. Next, start E24. How it is coming 241? Okay, it is coming 241 simply because no incoming messages is coming. So this is the event of P2. So which one will be get changed? The P2 by plus 1, because it is incrementing by plus D. Okay, clock values has been incrementing plus D, that we have already learned in the Lamport's logical clock, the rule. Now the next is for the E13. For the process P1, we are finding the clock's values for E13. So see, E12 happened before E13. So which value will be get changed if there are no incoming message? That is only the value of the first coordinate. So it will get changed by plus D. So 300. Okay. But one incoming message is coming here. So one incoming message is coming here from E24. So what messages is coming? 241. So 300 and 241. Which coordinates is maximum? For the first one, 3 is maximum. For the second one, 4 is maximum. And for the last one, 1 is maximum. So what is the coordinate values for the E13? That is 3, 4, 1. Okay. So by this way, we can find out the clock's values of each coordinates. Okay. Where there are incoming messages, there we have to find out the maximum value. Okay. Does the system of the vector clocks allow us to order the events and decide whether two events are causally related or not by simply looking at the timestamps of the event? And another thing you have to remember, process P1, this process P1 here, by this 1, that local clock value of the P3 is at least 1 through a message from the P2. Okay, P1 is actually learned that at least 1 clock values is coming from the P3. So they can relate with each other. They are causally related to each other. In this way, vector clock can overcome the limitations of the Lamport's logical clock. Hope you understand. Thank you.